Better now than in the middle of winter.
No, truly, truly.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone. You guys have a great session.
Sounds good. Thank you. So we can get started. If you didn't see my comment or hear me initially, we're going to use our yoga mats and some hand weights later on in the class. But we'll just get warmed up to get started. So come to the front of your chair and set your posture. When we think about setting our posture, I want you to think about pushing your chest forward, rolling your shoulders down and back, and just adding a slight chin tuck. So in holding this posture like this, let's do some big overhead reaches with wide fingers. And you can coordinate your breathing so that as we raise our arms up, we're inhaling and exhaling as we come down. Do 3 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. And last one. We're going to use some boxing moves as part of our warm up today. So let's just start with some jabs forward. So I'm going to have my hands in this kind of ready stance, and we're going to so turn your wrist over as you jab forward. We're going to alternate side to side. I'm going to have us count to 20 together as we do these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And when you're doing these punches, really put some oomph behind it, put some momentum behind that punch. We're going to switch it up, and instead of doing a jab, jab, we're going to do a jab and then a cross. And so as you cross, really think about turning your upper body so that you're twisting. We'll stick to that pattern jab cross. So it's going to be the same hand that's doing that motion. We'll do 20 and then we'll switch arms. So count out loud with me at home too. Lots of power behind your punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now let's lead with our other hand. So now my other hand is going to jab and my other hand is going to do that cross. I'm twisting my body as I punch across. So 20 again, let's count backwards this time. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to add some leg movements to it. So let's go back to our jab, jab. And as I jab, I'm going to kick forward with my opposite foot. And if you need to scoot back on your chair so that you have some back support as you kick, that's totally fine. It's going to work your core a little bit harder if you're still sitting at the edge of your chair. So I'm going to go back and forth with my jabs. Let's count up by 2s as we do this. We'll stop at 40. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, and 40. So now we're going to do a cross and a march. So I'm punching across my body and I'm going to lift that opposite knee. So I'm kind of doing a crunch at the same time because I'm bringing that elbow towards my knee. So a cross and a march with your opposite arm and leg. Let's do 10 on each side, 20 all together. Let's start at that 40 and count backwards by 2s and end at 2. Going back and forth. 40, 38, 36, 34, 32, 30, 28, 26, 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. Found that a lot harder. It was a lot harder for me to coordinate. All right, and so now we're gonna move into some of our power moves, and we'll do a flow with them. So I'll refresh you of the 4 power moves, and then we're gonna spend the majority of it just working on a flow where we sequence one after another. So as a reminder, our power up is bending down forward, my hands are on my knees, and I'm pushing up fast, powering up, my hands are wide. So that's the first move. We're gonna sequence that with a power rock to each side, leaning down on one knee, reaching up and across, resetting in the middle, and then reaching up and across to the other side. Then we're gonna reset in the middle for our twist. So for our power twist, we start with arms wide, momentum to turn and twist. Notice that my front knee points down, and then I reset with arms wide to twist to the other side. I'm gonna reset back in the middle and bring my feet together for the next move, the power step, exaggerating, stepping out, exaggerating, stepping in, exaggerating, stepping out, and exaggerating, stepping in. So those are the 4 power moves. I want to sequence them one after another. So I'll start with a little bit of a slower pace as we're getting started, and then I'm going to increase it as we go. If you can't keep up with my pace, that's totally fine. Go at your own speed. And I would rather have you get the move down and have a good quality move than try to keep up with me and not have as good a quality in your form. So we're going to sequence one after another. We'll kind of pause to reset in between each one. And we're going to do 10 times through. So we're starting with that power up. Let's get started. So we're coming down, power up. We're going into our power rock, get ready, power rock. Get ready, open for the twist, and twist, open, and twist. Feet coming together, step out, together, step out, together. So that's one full flow. We're gonna do that 9 more times. So we're coming down, power up, power rock, get ready, power rock, open, twist, open, twist, feet come in together, step out, together, out, together. That's 2, you guys are looking good. Down, up, power rock, get ready, power rock, get ready, open, twist, open, twist, feet coming together, step out, together, out, together. That's 3, down, up, power rock, get ready, power rock, get ready, open, twist, open, twist, get ready, step, together, step, together. That's 4, down, up, power rock, get ready, power rock, get ready, open, twist, open, twist, get ready, step, together, step, together. We're halfway done. Down, up, power rock, get ready, power rock, get ready, open, twist, open, twist, get ready, step out, together, out, together. 4 more. Down, up, rock, get ready, rock, get ready, open, twist, open, twist, get ready, step out, together, out, together. Last 3. Down, up, rock, get ready, rock, get ready, open, twist, open, twist, get ready, step out, together, out, together. 2 more. Down, up, rock, get ready, rock, get ready, open, twist, open, twist, get ready, step, together, step, together. Last time. Down, up, power rock, get ready, power rock, get ready, open, twist, open, twist, get ready, step out, together, out, together. Good work. Made it through that craziness. We're gonna move into some intervals today. So I have intervals of 3 exercises. We'll cycle through them twice. And I intentionally put an exercise in the middle where we're getting down onto the ground so that we can practice our transitions and floor transfers. If you feel like the timing for that is too fast for you, that's okay. You can do a modification of it in a chair. And I have Carly with me, my student today, and I may have her doing a seated version during the exercise while I'm doing the exercise on the ground. But it is a great opportunity for you all to challenge yourself with that transition and transfer, and the exercise itself will be much harder on the ground. So I'll show you the 3 exercises. You don't have to join me yet. So the first one is a squat with 2 punches. So I'm going to use my weights for this. It's going to be a squat, and I'm going to do 2 crosses. Cross, cross, squat, cross, cross. And notice how I'm really packing some heat behind the punches. I want you to use a lot of momentum. I'm going to put my mat down. The second exercise is going to be a chest press in half kneeling. So maybe I'll just put it straight forward here. When you're doing your floor transfer, you can always use something to hold on to. So I like to set up my mat when I'm working with clients, like next to a couch, next to a bed, or next to a chair. That way you can hold on to it when you're getting up and down, make sure you feel safe. And then to get up and down, I'm going to step 1 leg backwards so that I'm coming down onto 1 knee. And this is the position we're going to do the exercise in. So you can do it with 1 or 2 weights in your hand. This is a chest press. So I'm coming back to that neutral posture, that tall posture that we practiced in the beginning, where my chest is up, my shoulders are down and back, and I'm going to hold that posture and do a chest press forward. So you can do it with both weights, or you can just do it with 1 hand. And this is the same exercise that you'll do if you're staying in your chair. So that's our second exercise. The intention behind it is also to practice getting up and down from the ground, because the transitions are short. We'll have a minute to do the exercise and 30 seconds to transition. So I know that it can be a lot of effort to transition, but that's part of the exercise to challenge you in that way. And then for the third exercise, this is best done if you have access to a wall near you. So for this one, I'm going to stand at a wall. My feet are wide, and I'm going to do a cross body reach to touch the wall behind me. And you can't quite see, but I hope you can see that I'm pivoting on this leg to touch with this arm. I'm resetting, and I'm going to pivot on that back leg as I turn to touch the wall this way. Each time, see if you can reach a little bit further behind you. If you don't have a wall, you can still do the same move, reaching behind you with each hand. The modification, if I wanted some support, would just be holding on with 1 hand and turning to reach with my opposite arm. Different than our power rock, where I'm using the same side to reach you. I want you to add that twist coming across your body. So those are our 3 exercises. Like I said, I'm going to set it up so we have 1 minute on and 30 seconds off. Let's go ahead and join me in standing. And I'll have Carly hop into the screen for at least the second exercise to be demonstrating that chest press. All right. So we'll have 2 rounds through, and then we'll take a break in between. Ready? Starting with our squat and then our 2 cross punches. Let's begin. Squat, cross, cross. Squat, cross, cross. 1 minute here. Looking good. Challenge yourself by going lower in the squat and putting more heat behind those punches. We are halfway done, looking good. Looking good, everybody. About 15 seconds left. Keep working hard. Three, two, and one. All right, 30 seconds to rest and transition. We're coming down into half kneeling for our chest press. You can see Carly, she's going to stay seated and do the chest press with us in her chair. So I'm going to keep my same leg up, and the next time around, I'm going to switch so that my other leg is in front. About 5 seconds to get ready. All right, so we're punching forward and controlled back in. So this one isn't about speed. This is about smoothness. When we're in this half kneeling position, it's almost a balance exercise. As you're reaching that weight away from your body, can you keep your body still? We are about halfway done, looking good. Keep working, 15 seconds left. Three, two, and one. All right, make your way back up to standing. And this is going to be the one we're doing at a wall if you have access to one nearby. Have about 20 seconds to transition to this next station. This is our last exercise, then we're going to start from the top again. 5 seconds to get ready. Short rest breaks to keep your heart rate up. All right, let's begin. So I'm reaching across my body for that wall behind me, pivoting on my back foot. Can always have some support of a chair in front of you if you want to hold on with one hand. Each time exploding from that middle position to reach further and further away from your body. Got about 30 seconds left. You can make it even harder. Carly, bump my camera down a little bit. But see if you can even come up on one foot as you turn and rotate so that you're really exploding out of that position and coming up on one foot. If you feel safe and want to challenge yourself, this is kind of the next step. All right, rest and transition. We're going back to the top with that squat and 2 cross punches. We are halfway done with this circuit. Have about 10 seconds to get ready. All right, let's begin. Squat, cross, cross. Squat, cross, cross. I'm going to challenge you to alternate what hand punches first. So I'm leading with a different hand each time after my squat. That looks good. Nicely done, everybody. About halfway done. Keep working hard. You're looking good. Ten seconds left. All right, let's rest and transition. We're going back down, thank you. Back down to our mats. I'm gonna switch and bring my other leg forward this time. So while I'm in, whether you're seated or kneeling, you want to really work on that tall posture while we're doing that chest press. You can do 2 hands like I did last time, or you can hold one weight in both hands. All right, here we go. 1 minute. Slow and controlled, trying to keep our posture straight. Watch your shoulders, make sure that they're not hiking up by your ears, but that they're staying low. Everyone's looking good. Keeping the posture strong. We are halfway done. Looking good, keep working. Five seconds. All right, let's transition back up to standing. You can use your chair or something next to you to help give you some support to come back up. Thank you, Carly. We're coming back to a wall if you have one. You have about 15 seconds to transition. If you don't have a wall nearby, that's okay. You can do it in where you're standing, or you can always, as always, hold on to something in front of you for some support.
Hey, Katie, how far away are you from the wall?
I am about 3 inches from it so that I have some support to just turn and reach. You can even lean against it. But let's get started. That timer just went off because I'm even using one hand to brace myself, especially as I come up onto one foot. I'm bracing with my other arm so that I have some support. Looking good. And you don't have to fully lift this back foot. You can just pivot on it. I'm just showing kind of that next level. Give yourself a little bit more of a challenge. Looking good, everybody. How far can you twist and reach behind you? 10 seconds left. All right. Take a break, have a seat, grab some water. First circuit is done. While you guys are grabbing some water, I'm just going to start to explain the next few exercises, but you don't have to join me yet. Stay seated, take your break. We have 3 exercises again. So the first one is a lunge with an overhead press. And so I'm just going to hold one weight for this one. You could give yourself support holding on to the back of your chair. So I'm going to lunge forward, and as I lunge, I'm pressing my arm overhead and then stepping back together. So it's a lunge and press with one arm and back together. As I lunge, I'll show you from the side. I want you to think about both knees going down towards the ground. So I'm not only bending this front leg, but I'm bending my back leg too. And let's stick to the same arm and leg for the first round. Then the second time through, we'll switch sides. The second exercise is back on the mats, again, intentionally. So for the second exercise, this is a bird dog. So I'm coming down onto all fours, and I'm going to straighten one leg out behind me. And as I do that, I'm going to raise my opposite arm. I'll show you from the side. So if I kick back my left leg, I'm going to raise my right arm. And then as I kick back my right leg, I'm going to raise my left arm. If that is too tricky, you could try to just do alternating arms or just do alternating legs. As you do this, you really want to think about keeping your back flat. Like if I had a glass of water on my back, as I'm kicking back, it wouldn't rotate and fall off. Really try to keep your hips square. And I think I'll have maybe Carly out to the side, again, doing some seated marching with opposite arm and leg. She'll show you that one there. So raising opposite arm and leg as we're doing this bird dog exercise. So then we're coming back up to standing, and you're actually gonna do this last exercise seated. And I'm gonna use my weights for this one. This is gonna be a Russian twist exercise for our core. So for this exercise, I want you to sit at the very edge of your chair. And because we're gonna be leaning back and holding this reclined position, but my back isn't touching my chair. So I'm holding this position here. And while I'm holding that, I'm twisting my weight side to side. So if you can see me from the side, I have no back support. My core muscles are holding me in that position. The further you lean back, the harder it is. So just find a spot for you when we're doing that. That feels like a challenge, but you can still maintain it for a full minute. So those are our 3 exercises. Take about another 30 seconds to a minute to grab some water, and then we're gonna get started with those lunges. We have 2 rounds again, 1 minute on, 30 seconds off. And give us about 15 more seconds, and then we'll get started. All right, here we go. This is our lunge and overhead press. Let's step back together. Sticking to the same side. We'll switch next time around. And you're in control of how far you go down. Don't go to a point where it bothers your knees or that you can't come up safely. But if it feels easy, you can make it harder on yourself by going a little bit deeper. And you can also leave your arm up here. You don't have to bring it down to your side each time. So I'm just keeping it up by my ear, and I'm pushing up as I go down into that lunge. Looking really good, 20 seconds left. Keep working hard. And rest. Let's transition down to our mats. Carly will be showing our seated version. Forward more. That should be good. All right, you still have 15 seconds to get ready. Remember, if you can't do both the arm and leg at the same time, you could just do one or the other. 1 minute. Here we go. Opposite arm and leg, either reaching out or marching like Carly's showing you. So your option, keeping your back nice and flat. Nice job. Halfway done. Five seconds left. All right, let's transition. Come back up to your chair. We're going to do that Russian twist next. Seated. So grab your weights for this one. You have 15 seconds to transition. You guys are doing great, almost halfway done. Go ahead and scoot to the front of your chair, get in that reclined position, and let's start. So I'm staying in this angled back position. The back of my back is not touching my chair back. I'm using my core muscles to hold me in this position. And I'm twisting the weight side to side, twisting my shoulders as I turn. It's harder the further you lean back. Looking good, halfway done. Keep working hard, 10 seconds left. All right, and rest. We're going back to the top. Short rest here. We have one more time through and then we'll take a longer break. This is my lunge. So I'm gonna lunge with my opposite leg this time. The weight's in my opposite hand. So make sure that if you are using the chair for support, that it's on the opposite side. Couple seconds to get ready. And let's begin. So lunge and press. Remember, as I lunge, both of my knees are bending as I step forward. Use support if you need it. Looking good. Halfway done. Fifteen seconds. Three, two, and one. All right, we're heading back to the ground for our opposite arm and leg reach. Carly's going to be doing the marching with you. There. About 12 seconds to transition. All right, let's begin. Opposite arm and leg raise or march. Nicely done. About halfway done. Keep working hard. 10 seconds left. All right, let's return to our chairs. Our final exercise is that Russian twist. Grab your hand weights. And I think I'm going to show from the side this time so you can really see how much I'm reclining and that I'm not using the back of my chair here as a reminder. About 5 seconds to get ready, get situated. All right, let's begin. So holding this reclined position as I twist side to side. Looking good. Nice job, everybody. Halfway done. Keep working, 10 seconds left. All right. Grab some water, take a break. I'm thinking I'm going to cut down our last circuit. I think I'm just gonna have us do 2 exercises, and I might make it a little bit shorter instead for the sake of time. So let me adjust my timer here. So I think we'll do 45 seconds of work and then 30 seconds off. Or 30 seconds of rest. And I'm just going to give us 2 exercises for the sake of time. These are both going to be exercises on our mats. So I will again have Carly show a seated version. One of them will be pretty obvious for how you can do it seated. The first exercise is going to be in tall kneeling again. So this will be a shoulder exercise with my weights. And I'm going to just be doing a forward raise with my weights and then a side raise. So front raise to side raise. So you can do that with or without weights at any time. If your weights start to feel too heavy, you can drop your weights and just move it with your arms. So this one is going to be a crab position. So I think I'll turn this way so that Carly has room too. So in a crab position, you start sitting on your hips, and then I'm going to pop up from my hips so that my feet are on the ground and my hips are off the ground. And in this crab position, I want to do cross body reaches. So while we're doing this, Carly will show the seated power rock. So reaching across her body as I'm reaching up and across as well. So to show you from the side real quick, I'll bump this down. I'll adjust the camera again in a minute. But I just want you to see for that exercise, I start with sitting with my hips on the ground, and then to come up in the crab, I'm just lifting my hips, and I'm going to hold my hips up as I alternate reaching to each side. All right. So working our core, working our hip muscles, working our shoulders. So 2 exercises, 45 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We're going to stay down on the ground for these couple. So come join me. And then we're going to be down on our mats and ready for our power moves afterward. So grab your hand weights. All right, let's get started. So front raise to side raise. Front raise to side raise. Just as with our chest press earlier, you really want to make sure that you're not hiking your shoulders as you reach, but that your shoulders stay low as your arms come forward and out to the side. And this one is about being slow and controlled. Make sure that you're not going too fast, because then momentum does some of the work and your muscles don't have to work as hard, especially coming down. Let your weights come down slow. About 10 seconds left. Nice control, everybody. That looks good. All right, we're going to transition 30 seconds to get into your crab position. And it doesn't really matter the direction that your hands are. I have mine kind of out to the side behind me like this. It just feels more comfortable, but you can have them in any position. About 10 seconds, and then we're going to get started. All right, so I'm lifting my hips up and I'm reaching across my body, keeping my hips up in the air in this crab position. Just as with the arm raises, you want to do this slow and controlled. You can reach with momentum, but then come down slow. Nice job, halfway done. You guys are looking strong. 5 seconds left. All right, we're gonna come back to our knees. We have one more round of each of those. These are short rounds. So grab your hand weights. If it felt too heavy, you can always drop the weights this time and just use your arms. Try to keep your posture up tall, and I'll show you from the side. Keep your hips up straight. Don't let yourself be leaning forward, but try to stay up straight as you're doing those arm raises. All right, let's begin. Forward and to the side, going slow while I go up and slow while I come down. Looking good. If you can, try to keep your elbows straight. Ten seconds left. All right, last exercise, back to that crab position. So I'm going to turn around and sit down on my hips. About 20 seconds to transition and get ready. If you're not in this position with me, you can follow along with Carly. 5 seconds. All right, let's begin. So lifting my hips up and reaching side to side. Get back in line with Carly. Good job, everybody. Each time, try to reach a little bit further. Remember, we're controlling it as our hand comes back down so that your hand isn't flopping behind you. 20 seconds left. Keep working hard. Three, 2, and 1. Nice job. Grab some water. I'm going to stay down here because we have our power moves on all fours now. But you can feel free to grab some water and get ready. Give us a couple minutes before we start. I'm going to have Carly also demoing the power moves in her chair while we do this. I want to show a couple modifications as well. If you find it uncomfortable or like you don't have great control, especially like when we do a power up here, if it feels hard for you to control it and you find yourself coming down really fast, a great modification is doing it from the side of your chair, the side of your couch. You have not nearly as far to go and it's a lot easier to control it. Or if you find that in this position, it's really hard for you to get your foot forward for that power step, another great modification is to do it up from the side of your chair where you're bringing your leg up like that. You have a lot more control. So feel free to try that if that position, if you know that all fours is tricky for those two moves. And Carly will be demoing the seated version for those of you who are staying in your chair. Let me turn this. No, you can scoot over a little bit if you want to. Give Steph. So for our first move, it's the power up. So I'm going to do a small bend through my elbows and then power my arms up fast. Squeezing my shoulder blades together and then coming down slow and controlled, not letting my arms flop down. Let's do this 10 times together. Count out loud with me at home. So coming down, 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, and 10. Looking good. Our next move is the power rock. So this is a weight shifting move. I need to move my knees back a little bit so that there's more space between my hands and my legs when I do this. So feel free to either walk your hands farther forward or walk your knees back. So we're starting with rocking back into a child's pose stretch. And then rocking forward, pressing your hips down. So I'll show that one more time. Rocking your hips back into a child's pose, and then keeping your elbows straight and rocking your hips down forward. Carly's going to show that power rock if you're seated. So reaching up and across like we did with our last interval. All right. So let's do 10 of these. Let's count up by 3s as we do this. So first we'll rock back, 3, rock back, 6, back, 9, back, 12, back, 15, back, 18, back, 21, back, 24, back, 27, back, and 30. Nice job. Our next move is our power twist. So for the power twist, I'm reaching one arm up towards the ceiling, and then I'm taking that same arm and tucking it through like I'm threading the needle, pushing my shoulder down towards the mat. And then I'm switching sides, reaching up towards the ceiling, and then tucking that arm through, pressing my shoulder down towards the mat. So we'll alternate sides. We'll do 10 in total. Let's see, let's go
Katie,
backwards.
sound, please.
Sound is going, can you guys hear me now? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, I'll move my speaker down. Maybe it was hard to hear with it up there. So we'll do 10 on each, or 10 all together, not alternating. And let's count back from 100 by 10s for this one. So get in your ready position, and Carla will be showing you the seated ones as we do this. Yep, exactly like that. All right, so let's reach up towards the ceiling and tuck through 100. Switch sides, reach up, 90, reach up, 80, reach up, 70, up, 60, up, 50, up, 40, 3 more, up, 30, up, 20, and last one, up, 10. Last power move here is our power step. So when I do my power step, I'm going to start to lean back to build some momentum so that I can really spring my leg forward to bring my leg up next to me. And I'm going to alternate sides with this one. So then rocking back and springing my other leg forward. See if you can bring one leg forward like this right now. And let's just hold this for a couple seconds to really sink into that stretch and warm our hips up a little bit. You can come up if you need to feel that stretch on the front of your thigh. Or you can just leave it here. I'm going to hold for another 5 seconds. And let's bring that leg back and switch sides. Bring your other leg forward and let's just feel this stretch into our hip. If you need to help your foot step forward on this first one while it's warming up, feel free to move it into a good position. You can come up if you need to. Whatever's going to help you feel that stretch a little bit deeper, so that your hip is warmed up once we start the move. So we'll do 10 all together. Carly will demo the power step in the chair. So stepping out to the side and back in. And she's adding those arms too, so we have a big explosive movement. And let's count up by 5s this time. So let's get started. I'm going to rock back 5, rock back, 10, rock back, 15, rock back, 20, rock back, 25, rock back, 30, rock back, 35, rock back, 40, 2 more, rock back, 45, rock back, and 50. Nice job. You guys looked awesome with that. Make your way back up to your chair. We'll finish with the cool down. All right, grab some water. Lots of floor activity today. People are making their way. I'm gonna run a few more seconds. We'll kind of bring our heart rates down now. Get some good stretching in now that our bodies are warm. All right, let's just start with an overhead reach, reaching to the sides. This is kind of like our power rock, where I'm leaning one arm down onto my leg, and I'm using my other arm to really open up the side of my body. Let's hold for another 5 seconds here. Focusing on your breathing. Come back to the center, and let's do that other side. Reaching over, really opening up the side of our body. Breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Come back up. So start with your elbows bent and your hands are kind of facing together, and pull your elbows back. I want to get a stretch across the front of our chest here. So my chest is up and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades until I feel a stretch all through the front, especially in the front of my armpits. Let's hold here. I'm going to count for 10. Count to 10 for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Put your hands on your thighs, and I want to round out our back. So from the side, you can see that I'm pushing through my hands to arch my back. And then coming back to center. Let's cycle through 5 more times, nice and slow like that. Arch your back out, round your back, and relax. Round that back. A few more times, nice and slow. Holding it if you feel like you need to stretch. And last one. Let's bring one arm across our body. Use the other arm to pull it towards you to stretch our shoulders. Let's hold for 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's stretch out our legs. Scoot to the front of your chair. Stretch one knee out in front of you. Keep that knee straight and bend forward at your hips. We're going to hold here. I'll scoot back so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch. My knee is straight and just bending at my hips. I'm not worried about touching my foot, just reaching towards my ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring that leg up across your lap. You can also have your knees straight if you need a little bit of modification for your hip. Press on your thigh to let your knee come down towards the ground, and we're gently going to lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we are all set for today. I'll stay on for a couple minutes if anyone has questions. Hope you have a great week. Thanks for being here with me today.
Katie, that was a great mix-up of things.
Good.
Thanks, Katie.
Oh.
Great as usual.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thanks,
everybody
Katie.
today.
This is Cheryl. I just wanted for the record that crab thing, I was really lucky to be able to just be a crab. I couldn't reach.
So that position
So-
itself was tricky. I agree. I felt it really in my hips working. It took a lot of effort.
I didn't have arm strength to do the one hand thing.
Mhm, mhm. And so then a modification, if you were to try that, if we were to do it again, that maybe you would even want to work on lifting a leg instead of an arm so that you have both arm support.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
You can try it. But yeah, it's a great way to work kind of the backside of our body, is all of those extensor muscles.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank
Great
you.
workout.
Have a good week.
Yeah,
Great
you too.
workout.
I'll
Thank you,
jump
Katie.
off if there's no other questions, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you.